Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Now Open series. I'm Nate Went, Tourism and Sales Coordinator for the St. Charles Business Alliance. Also here representing the Alliance is our Tourism and Sales Manager, Laura Purdy.
Hi, everyone.
We have a great episode as we're going to be learning about the new restaurant here in downtown St. Charles, Moto. We're super excited to learn about that. We have the president here of BG Hospitality Group, Brian Goey, here to talk about all the great things that Moto has in store for downtown St. Charles. So Brian, it's good to see you this morning. How you doing?
Great to see you guys. I'm doing great. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course. Well, although we don't have the video of you, it's good to be able to hear your voice and kind of get your take on things with Moto. So let's start with how about people get to learn a little bit about you. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself? How long you've been around the St. Charles area? What do you like to do in St. Charles? Things like that.
Sure. My family and I moved to the Geneva area, so the Fox Valley, back 16 years ago from Ohio. And we fell in love with the Fox Valley, particularly the St. Charles, Geneva area, just because, the Fox Valley, the river, walking the family and the dogs and everything, and we still do it daily. It's just a fantastic place to live. It's turned out to be a fantastic place to do business for our restaurants that are in the valley. And we live here and we use the market a lot.
Well, we're glad to have you in the area and to have you here with Moto. So can you take us through the business? Let's start with the nits and grits of it, with the location, the hours, and what's available at the restaurant, things like that.
Sure. Location's on the corner of First Street in Illinois, so 181 South First Street, downtown St. Charles, in the First Street development. Great corner. Great opportunity we had a couple of years back to pick up the real estate, as we have another restaurant just down in the same development. We opened it back 6 weeks ago now, I guess it was. So it's been 6 weeks. Yeah. A California Pan-Asian cuisine, heavy focus on the sushi. Have a really great chef we brought in from the city that's just fantastic for us. Hours of operations are Monday through Sunday, 3 p.m. to approximately 10 or 11 p.m. depending on the day. We decided to just pick up the dinner service right now just to make sure we could provide the highest quality service and food to our guests in the market.
Well, one thing that I think a lot of people don't know is that, you also own Gia Mia, Olivia, and you were kind of up for a challenge with this one, weren't you? Because I think Bob Rasmussen offered you the space, but you had to do a Pan-Asian or Asian cuisine, and you stepped up, right? So tell us a little bit about that.
We did. Well, and that is accurate. Bob and I started talking a couple of years ago, I guess, on this project, and he says it's coming available, but we as a development would like to have Asian cuisine in there. And I said, wow, this is not what we do. We're pretty good at Italian, pretty good at other things, but the Pan-Asian was something. So we actually started with recruitment of our two chefs and said, let's find some people that have some really great in-depth sushi and Pan-Asian wok cooking, and found a guy named Greg Piazza, who was an ex-P.F. Chang's guy for 20 years. And then Claudio is our sushi guy that came from the city, from Sunda, and a really great recognized group down there. So we started with the two main guys, and then took what we do real well in design and build and menu development and just tastings. That, again, it took us 18 months to say we perfected what we wanted to present to the guests.
Yeah. So what is Moto? Tell us how you came up with the name.
So as many viewers might know or might not know, my daughter's name is Gia. My oldest daughter's name is Livia. So Gia Mia and Livia, Tiny Eater, are kind of in the family. And we said, how do we keep this in the family? And Moto, although it has nothing to do with our family or anything in our culture, but translates to being the little sibling, the little sister restaurant.
Aww.
So we said, let's just keep the play with that.
I love it. it. Well, it's so cool because, I remember with Gia Mia, I thought, oh my gosh, this restaurant's going to be turnkey. There's not a whole lot that needs to be done. But wow, did you guys go in there and just completely change the look and feel? As you did with Moto. Yes, it was dark before, and it really needed a facelift. And you guys have just brought just a wonderful sunshine, like a beautiful vibe in there. It's just clean, and I love going in there. I really do. You guys have done a spectacular job.
Thank you. Yeah, this project was, early on, 9, 10 years ago, those turnkeys, we've done a couple of those, and they were very successful and built where our company is today. But I think for us and for our guests, everyone's looking for what we're going to do next and how far we're going to take this. And as you said, Bob brought this to me and said, hey, I got a real quick turnkey. And we both laughed about it. He says, I know you're a turnkey, Bri. It's not going to be a turnkey. I said, no, we're going to spend some money here to make it feel like what we want it to be for the new phase of what Moto is. And to your point, organic, alive, sunshine,
Yes.
active, floral in some sense,
And I'm so glad that you have the outdoor dining. I mean, that really brings a wonderful feel to the restaurant. People like eating outside.
Yeah.
And I always used to scratch my head with the previous restaurant and say, they really need to utilize some of the space outside. And you guys have found a way to do that. So kudos.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. We were also lucky that the city had done so much future and further development of the First Street development. So I think it was a little easier for us to get this passed as well with the outdoor dining. So it was a good joint effort.
Yeah. So great job.
No, as you say, you guys have been open for like 6 weeks now. I think I've already been there about 2 to 3 times already. So I'm already loving your guys' stuff. So, I have my favorites already, but can you talk us through like some of your like signature dishes and drinks that, that you guys really like to make, or something that's like, gives you the full Moto flavor?
Sure. From the beginning, we wanted to be a little seafood forward. And from a health conscious standpoint and just from a guest conscious standpoint, we always try to do what we do in the sense of doing it just a little bit different than maybe other big box chains and restaurants would do. So, one of my favorite items on the menu is our tuna tower, which is like really clean, fresh, big eye tuna, avocado, spicy snow crab, served this really cool Asian vinaigrette and a wonton chip. Just like,
oh, man, my mouth's starting to water already.
like eating like a seafood, almost guacamole, if you will, with these great flavors, but really pounding flavors and super freshness. One dish that I love. Our rolls are so clean and so fresh. Going back to that, again, with Claudio taking on the lead of the sushi station, our guys are amazing. The guys and girls down there, we read about sushi restaurants and watched them and studied them around the country. It's like, gosh, you can only go so fast. Yeah. And we're so used to quick, fast fire pickups in GME and Live Your World that we're like, what are we up against here? And I tell you, these guys and girls in our sushi team are the best I've seen in the market. Like, unbelievable. I thought people would be waiting 30, 40 minutes for rolls. These guys are sometimes beating out the hot food. I mean, they're just so quick and efficient and fresh. It's really good. So the sushi play is bigger than we thought it was going to be, but yet welcome to be like such a great thing for Moto in there. The salads that haven't necessarily taken off because we haven't done the lunch service quite yet are just amazing on the flavor profiles, from the chinois chicken salad, the tiny little steak salad, down the line to the tuna poke bowl. Again, clean, fresh, organic, nothing heavy through that realm.
Well, I'm always searching for fresh and healthy food, so I really appreciate the menu for sure.
Thank you. Intentionally put that way, Laura. That's what we wanted to do. We didn't want to be this heavy, all rice forward based and real heavy sauces. We wanted to kind of come out. And again, this is our first run at our first 6, 7, 8 weeks of Moto. The plan is to listen to the guests to find out what else guests want us to have out there for them. And as we do in all the other restaurants, we listen and we conform to what our guests are asking for on a daily basis.
Yeah, good, as it should be, right?
It should be. That's what puts us in a driver's seat to do really well in these markets. That we're not just like, this is who we are and this is what we do. We say, gosh, we are who we are because of the guests that feed us every day.
Yeah.
And they come to our restaurants. So, and then of course the wok dishes are really traditional, but yet really flavorful. The one that sticks out to me that has surprised everybody is a honey sesame chicken. It's just this really clean, nice honey sesame glazed chicken dish that's coming out of the wok that seems to be outselling everything. People love it.
Wow, good. So what's your anticipation for lunch service?
Let's see what happens with our labor market.
Okay.
That's really kind of our determination of what happens, and see if we can get some more cooks, servers, bartenders back to work more full time, and then we can make a decision on that.
Fair enough. Yep. Well, you seem to be pretty well staffed. I mean, from the, I don't know what your operations, look like from behind the scenes, but from my point of view, you seem to be very well staffed.
We are. For
Good.
what we're doing right now for dinner service, we're comfortable, we're good. Our staff members are happy and they're making money and they're not overworked. So, I mean, we feel like we have a good balance.
Good.
I also want to ask, so when I went and the 2 times I've gone there, you guys have this like signature drink that like comes in like almost like looks like a juice box. Can you tell us about that? Like because it seems super cool. It seems really good. Like I see everyone order it whenever I go there and I'm all like, what is this drink?
Right. So it's called the iMoto juice box. And we were working on this whole thing and one of our liquor suppliers said, we have these really cool sake juice boxes. It happens to be called Lucky Dog Sake. And this girl that was helping us develop some drinks said, I got this idea, might be a little labor intensive, it may be a little beyond what you normally do, but work with me on this and let's try it. So what we do is we actually take those juice boxes and we empty out the sake into a mixing cup. And then we add this Indian gin in there with this green tea syrup, lime, a few other small things. We shake it up and put over crushed ice with a little edible flour on there. And it's such a Instagram type of idea, post of the juice boxes and everything. But it's funny because to your point, Nate, once one goes out, everyone's kind of, what is that?
I see the head start turning. They're like, what is that? Like, and then they get it. And then like, next thing you know, every table has got one at it. So like, I think it's super cool and it looks super cool. So I just want to give you guys an awesome job on that one. That's super
cool.
Awesome.
The cocktails are fun here. And that was kind of the play with the bars. Like, not like, let's have a huge bar scene. No, let's have a fun communal scene where cocktails and wines and a ton of food are coming out and just this social kind of 30-seat horseshoe bar was what kind of came about to what we designed.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I do see that drink on your Instagram quite a bit. So
yeah. So go check out. So speaking of, if people want to find out more about Moto, what are the best social media ways to follow you guys, or what's your guys' website as well? Yeah,
we're pretty much in everywhere you expect us to be. At our website, motoimoto.com. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're where else are we? We're wherever my marketing girl puts us, I guess. Instagram, Facebook, and our website is probably the biggest place.
Have you ventured into the TikTok yet?
We have not. We've watched our kids do that. And we said we got to stay away from this.
Oh, I don't know. I bet you'll change your mind. I bet you will.
Probably so. Yeah.
So well, awesome. Right. Well, is there any events or promotions that you like to promote at Moto before we wrap up here?
I tell you what, the best part is, and it's so hard to say, let's kick off a good happy hour, but we have a great happy hour at Moto from discounted. All the cocktails are discounted about 25-30%. There's about 7 or 8 sushi rolls we do a half price on. We have some fun shishito peppers and shrimp and dumplings, etc. That when you see that bar at 4 o'clock, 4:30 on a Thursday, Friday or so, and just kind of buzzing, it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun and good socialization and a good way to try a bunch of food for not so much money.
Yep.
I went during the happy hour one time and I think it was the tiger roll, I think is what I tried.
Sure.
That one's super good. And, we tried the dumplings and they were really good. So definitely recommend if anyone can get out there during happy hour, it's a great chance to try it, but also get some really good food. So
you got it. 3 to 6, Monday through Friday.
Perfect. So awesome. And then you can also get the signature Moto juice box while they're there too.
There you go.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, excellent job, Brian. That's all the questions that we got for you. Is there anything that you'd like to say to the St. Charles community here before we wrap up?
No, if you haven't tried Moto, give us a shot. It's if you've been to GME or living in the market, it's the same style, same family, same warm, welcoming service and food delivery, quick, fast, really good, efficiently executed great food,
Yep. Can't wait to go again.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Laura.
All right.
So, all right. Well, thank you, Brian. It was great to talk to you today and get to learn more about Moto. Again, everyone, go check them out. Check out their website. Go look on their Instagram and find all the food that'll get your mouth watering. and go have some fun over there in their awesome space. So we'll have more Now Open series coming down the road. So until then, everyone, stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you all next time.